Well, I wish to continue this session, or begin this session in English.
There we go.
Completely in English.
Oh, what?
Do you have a character in mind? Because I have an entire adventure that sort of dictates what your character is.
No, okay. Give me a character.
Okay, you're a tailor.
Okay.
You're an apprentice tailor in a tailor shop, and your master lets you take over the shop because she went to the king, and the king needs new clothes.
No, okay.
Yes. So you're on your own in the shop. Okay, go. Let's see if I.
And I'm happy working.
Yes, it's just an old traditional fantasy shop in the Dark Ages, and there you hear a knock on the door.
I'm putting away what I was doing and going to the door.
Okay.
I first look through a window to see who it is.
You don't see anything in front of the door.
That's weird. I'm thinking about opening the door or not. I look through the window and see if I can see other people standing.
You don't see anyone standing. The entire street is just busy. People walking around, people eating food, people entering other shops.
Well, probably some rotten kids there, and I'll continue working.
Okay, fine. You continue working, but shortly after you hear another knock on the door.
Okay, screw it. I'll go to the door and open it.
You open the door, and again you don't see anything. But from nowhere you hear a voice that says, Ah! Thank you for opening the door. Yes, I have this problem, you see. Miss?
I don't see anybody.
Oh, what do you mean? I've got... excuse me. From out of nowhere, you see a brown bearded person taking off what seems to be a veil of air.
Okay.
And you see that he's carrying a cloak with him, and it's now in his hand. You can still see his face, but you can see parts of him that are still invisible.
Oh!
It's like, yes.
An invisibility cloak! The one I couldn't see
yes,
you.
indeed. Yeah. Oh, it's, well, my excuses, young lass.
Sorry I didn't open the door. Didn't see you.
Well, that's a bit of my problem. It's an invisibility cloak. Oh, yes. New experiment here. But, yes, you're the tailor shop, right?
I'm the tailor shop's apprentice. The tailor is gone. That's why I also didn't want to open the door.
Well, it's fine. But, I have to get this cloak repaired as soon as possible, you see. You see, it's, leaking.
Leaking?
Well, yes, look at my shoulder. You see that there's a patch of invisibility on his shoulder. And he's, like, tugging at it, and you see that he's tugging at nothing, as what it seems. It's like, the magic is leaking through. It seems that it's missing certain threads. I think one is broken. I'm not sure.
Huh.
Could you please fix it? I would give you, 500 gold if you repair this.
Well, I could try, but you can also try and wait for my master to come back.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It needs to be done by the end of the day.
End of the day.
Yes.
Well, I can see what I can do.
Alright, splendid. Well, he shoves the cloak in your hands and is like, well, be careful with it and make sure you watch where your hands are. It leaks, you know. I will see you at the end of the day. Goodbye.
Bye?
He just walks off.
Okay. Very trusting person.
Yes. But there's a problem. You inspect the cloak, and you already know that it needs special silk. Silk from a silk moth.
Not to mention, I have to keep really good eye on it, because otherwise I lose it myself.
It might turn invisible. Yes. So yes, you need the special silk. That's all you need to know.
Crap, how am I gonna get that? Well, first I'm gonna put the cloak somewhere where I can find it again. Also make sure that nobody else gets on it or damages it even more, maybe my master comes back.
Here I give you a list of your items and spells. And a little magic word, magic sentence.
Ooh, okay. Animate object. Didn't know I could do that.
Yes, animate object goes as follows. You just choose one inanimate, mundane object, and you give it an order to do something. So if you have a broom, you say clean the floor, and it will clean the floor.
That could come in handy.
You can't you can't order it to fight because it's too complex. It can only be simple, mundane tasks.
Okay.
But if you order a rake to clean the floor, it will try to clean the floor, but in the way a rake would. So it would scratch the floor instead.
Okay. Well, I probably would have heard about the special thread I need, but I probably have no clue where to find it. So
You know that there might be some in the cupboards. It's a tailor shop after all.
okay, so I look through it.
You look through the cupboards. There is one part of the cupboard that you haven't seen yet. Those were for the special magical objects.
Okay. Can I enter it?
Do you? Do you want to?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what my master didn't really leave much instructions when she left.
You have the key to open the cupboard.
Okay, then I'll open it.
You open the cupboard, and in the cupboard you see a small blue creature grinning at you. It's like you see that in its hands, he has a empty cloth. Something that the yarn would be, but it's not.
In other words?
You see that last string of this silk is slurped up into his mouth like spaghetti.
Okay. Little bugger. I haven't met this little thing before. What is it?
Roll.
One?
Yeah, just one. 4. You can only know him by its name. It's known as a gremlin.
God damn it.
A small, pesky gremlin.
How did I get in the cupboard? Okay. Can I grab it?
It's very quick though. Roll. Roll against.
8.
6. You grab it by its throat.
Why the hell did you eat the little thing? Why the hell did you eat the thread that I needed?
It tries to bite you.
I make sure that he doesn't bite me.
Okay, okay.
I hold his head. Ow, he bites me.
Unless it's a 10. It's a 10. You hold it at its head. Just.
I ask you a question. Why did you eat the thread and how the hell did you get in the cupboard anyway?
It just starts to flail. It doesn't say anything.
Do I speak gremlin?
No, I don't think gremlins say anything. Perhaps a certain tongue of goblin, but...
What do I know about gremlins? Are they easy to get out of stuff?
Not a lot, you roll a 4. Well, you know that they get into a lot of mischief, but how is never really explained.
Okay. Now I got a gremlin who ate the thread that I needed. Okay, I need to go out and get some. Gremlin. What do I do with this gremlin? I find a jar and put it in it.
Okay. Okay. Are you going to keep it?
I'm going to keep it.
Write down 1 jar with a gremlin.
It could come in handy if I meet a wizard.
How about a gremlin? Take a look at my hand.
Okay, well, I'm fucked.
You're screwed, yes. Well, you...
Can I find out how the gremlin got in the first place?
Sure, you could investigate the cupboard. Roll to investigate.
7.
Well, it's not hard to investigate. You see a large hole at the back of the cupboard.
God damn it, you bite through. If I see through the hole, what do I see?
Nothing, is just dark and dust.
What's the other end of it then?
Just a wall. Just, it's
Is there a room at the other side of the cupboard?
No.
No, okay. So it's just dark and dust and just inside of the wall. Okay.
Yep.
No, I got a gremlin with me and it's loud, so I just have to go out and go on a quest to find the stupid Fred.
Yes, you do know where to find this,
Where?
or at least you know from what creatures it has to be. It's the silk. It's the cotton moth.
Mm-hmm.
The cotton moth, and you've heard that this is at the White Grove.
Okay, how far is this White Grove?
Half a day away.
Half a day away. I have to find transportation then. If I find transportation like a horse, will I get there quicker?
You could, yeah.
Okay. My master took probably the horse to the king.
Yeah. She did.
I'm probably going to go to the stables anyway, hope for a donkey or something.
Okay. You're going to the stables?
Yes.
You see, when you're at the stables, you do see, you fortunately see one person who just gives the stable manager a hand and says, good thing you took care of my horse. I thank you. Now I need to go. And he has one horse with a wagon, and he steps into his wagon and starts to ride away.
I call after him, sir! Sir, wait up, I need to ask you something.
No, he stops his cart and is like, aye lass? What you need to know?
Well, actually I was wondering which direction you were going, because I really need to go to the cotton place. What was it called?
The White Grove?
I really need to go to the White Grove very quickly.
Oh, what a coincidence, that's where I need to go too.
Perfect, can I come with you?
Oh, well, of course, lass, I could really use the company.
Thank God. I really appreciate it.
Is what? Yeah, okay. Altijd. Yeah. Well, of course, lass. Just hop on. And you move out of town. You move into the great open fields up north to the forest. And he says...
Well, what do I find out about this man anyway?
Well, he introduces himself. He says, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Alan. Alan Dunner.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name, lass?
My name is Kala.
Carla. That's a lovely name.
Thank
for
you.
a young lady.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, it's going to be like half a day of a trip, you know.
Half a day. Even that's a bit too long. I need to be there actually a bit quicker. I have this. My master is away. I'm a tailor's apprentice, and this guy came to me. He needed to get his cloak fixed, and I need a special thread.
You need all the way to the White Grove to get a cloak fixed.
Yep.
What he gave you?
Nothing yet.
Well, what did he promise?
500 gold, I think.
Good grief!
Well, half of it's going to go to my master because I'm her apprentice.
That's still 250.
I know.
That's something to sit on.
Well, that's something to also go back and forth all the way to the White Grove.
Did he?
Well, it's a really important. It's an important cloak. It's magical. You know how this magical people.
What does it do? Does it create diamonds?
No.
Does it shit gold? Does it tell you where your mother is?
No. Why do you want to know where your mom is?
Sounds important.
No.
Don't know. I'm scared of me mom.
Well, could be a warning then.
Aye. What does it do?
It becomes invisible.
So you can't see your cloak.
That's the annoying part. That's the annoying part also on having to fix it.
So you're not. It looks like you're not wearing anything.
No, actually, you're wearing something, but nobody just sees you.
Oh, you become invisible too?
Yeah.
Well, that's worth the 500 gold, yeah.
Well, magic. What you do?
Aye. Talking about magic, it's going to be a long trip. I could try to speed it up.
Oh, don't tie your horse. I can maybe find another way.
Nah, lass. It's a long linear way. You know what? What I could try to do for you, seeing that you're so friendly and good company, I could try to teach you something on the way there.
That would be lovely.
All right. I could try. I could teach you how to use a sword, or how to create a fireball. I know a little bit of magic myself.
That's cool. Didn't expect that. Sorry. Well, what do you...
What do you think? You think this fish cannot produce a fireball? Oh, I get it. You think I'm some kind of lactating wet nurse, don't you know?
No, actually I was thinking you more of a swordsman, like also with axes and arrows. More of a weaponry kind of guy. You're more stronger than magical.
I'm a farmer.
Why do you know fireballs?
Well,
Wouldn't that damage your crops?
no, you need to create ashes, and from the ashes you can grow more crops. It's fertility.
I'm an idiot. That's why I'm in tailorships.
Oh, don't do that to yourself, lass. Don't you know some magic yourself?
A little bit. All I know is how to animate objects.
Well, that's a very special gift indeed.
Well, it helps with tools and in the tailors.
Oh. Don't they teach that like in college or something?
Well, I was in college, but I dropped out.
Let's change the subject, shall we? You're a good lass. There's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong at all. Just, we have enough rations, that is.
Well, if you do want to teach me something, I would like to learn how to use a sword. But what do you want for exchange? Nothing's for free.
Your company is all I need, lass.
Sure?
You bet, I'm sure.
Alright. In that case.
So, you ride along the road, and he tries to teach you about creating... Oh no, what was it? The sword?
Yeah.
Or the spell?
Sword.
Sword? Okay. He gives you a sword, and you can, like, use... you try to use its hilt, you try to prepare the weight, carry the weight. It's not a very big sword, it's not a very expensive sword, but he gives you a sword. He had a spare one. So you can write that down. You have a sword. Or you could put that on weapon, sword. Like, add a new...
Oh. I got a sword.
Aye. It was a lovely sword.
Yeah.
It's, my grandpa gave it to me, but he had a spare one. He never really liked me.
You sure you want to give me this one then?
Aye. It's really material things in this world, lass. There are more important things.
True. You teach wise lessons.
Aye, thank you, lass. You're a good listener. Because you see, and he talks more about the sword, what kind of metal it's made of,
I don't mind.
and how to swing a sword. And on the road, he stops and says, "I don't know if you're this kind of person, lass. But I need to stop, and it's going to take like a minute or two." He jumps from the cart, and beside the road, he kneels down in front of a large stone. The stone is is like 2 feet tall. No, wait, how long? How much is a foot? 2 meters? No.
We're European, dear. You can say meters.
3 meters. And it's a very large stone. He kneels in front of it, and crosses his hands in front of him, and he doesn't say anything for a full minute or two.
He's praying.
He is praying.
Do I know who he's praying to?
No. But do you want to find out?
Yes.
Roll the dice to see what it's all about.
6.
Okay. You know that these stones are like praise stones. They are scattered all over the land, and they are not tied to a specific god. It's more like if you wish to commune with the gods, to pray, you pray to whatever god, and it will like it will be sent to the god you're praying to. If you wish to win in battle, pray to the god of war. If you wish a safe trip, pray to the goddess of fortune. If you want a healthy baby, pray to the goddess of fertility. That's just how it goes. But you only need to be at these certain mystical stones.
Well, knowing that, and it's not actually a bad idea to pray for myself.
Okay. You sit down and kneel next to him.
And pray for the god for a safe, quick journey.
The goddess of fortune would probably be the best.
Yes.
Well, fine. You pray to the goddess of fortune. You don't need to roll. Oh, I thought you had a dice. You don't need to roll. You pray to the goddess of fortune, and yes.
Okay.
That goes. Yes. And he notices that you prayed beside him, and he's like, "Alas, never knew it. To who did you pray for?"
Goddess of fortune.
Ah, fortune smiles upon us all, eh? Eh? Aye, I remember. The fortune did me well for me farm.